Greetings, everybody. Rhadamant here, and thanks for tuning in to episode 110 of The Blades of Ragnarok, which originally aired live on Twitch. I just realized I was, I was muted, wasn't I? Yes, indeed I was. Thank you for the hydrate raid, by the way. All right, let's kill some thrums. Using the method that I used in the latest Frost and Fire. Which is to say, uh-oh, that's not right. Berserking one and letting them fight. I will get some liquid soon. I just don't have any right now. I ran out. So just clearing out this old Thrumbo raid. There's one. I could use an unhydrate button. I really could. You're not wrong about that. And they're all dead. Bada bing. Bada boom. Completed. Nothing like pitting thrumbos against one another. So, the tornado raid. I'm going to launch, let's see, I'm going to launch the artistic trainer, the cornucopias, the tornado generator. Is there anything else I need to send home? No, that's advanced components I don't need advanced components here. And send all this home. And let me go, while we load that up, I'm gonna go get some hydration stuffs. So you can punish me further, I guess. Okie doke. Is the royalty expansion worth the purchase? In my 2 cents, yes. I would say if you haven't played RimWorld, play vanilla RimWorld without the DLCs first to establish that you want to play more of it, because there's no point, and this goes for literally every game out there. I just in YouTube comments had someone ask about Stellaris DLCs, about buying Stellaris and all the DLCs and what DLCs are worth buying. And ultimately my answer was, don't buy a single DLC until you've played Stellaris, like an entire campaign, confirming that you like it. Essentially, don't invest in a product more than the initial investment until you know that you want more. That's sort of my general rule of thumb, which goes part and parcel with basically, don't throw your money away. So that's definitely what I would do, is not to buy the DLC unless you have a lot of hours logged in RimWorld and want more. But if you have a lot of hours and you want more, the DLC is terrific. Oh, rip. Edith going on a bit of a psychotic break. Wow, look at how purged of all plant life this map tile is. There's like just a few trees left. All right, I do owe you guys a bit of a tornado raid. So let's have Sven do the honors. He's going to equip the tornado caster. And once he has the psi focus built up, I will send him and other shooters. We'll pretty much have a shooters only raid because it's rare that I do shooters only raids. And I'll have the shooters travel out to the last of the Abacam Coalition's base, Tox Kamka, and we'll wipe that out. We still have 2 more super haulers. Let's fix that. You know, it just occurred to me, this whole zone could be removed too. There's no longer plasteel under there. Man, that mining tunnel got kind of long without having to found anything yet. We are on unrestrict, so the stay close zone can be removed from up here. As this really isn't close, it's not secured. So stay close is the zoning that I have for inside the base. So we'll get rid of that. Oops. Add that back in though. And then let's remove this roof as well. Okay. Pretty much this whole tunnel, except for a few spots, has been overhead mountain. So it's a big infestation risk, but our infestation's mostly been down here, so it doesn't really matter where it is, just that we're ready for it. So much corn. Swap to bourbon. Yeah, we have a lot of corn in this colony. Kind of an absurd amount. I'm a little worried about more psychotic breaks before we are able to go raiding, though. Because if you take a look here, Ragnar's pretty close. Knut and Naz are not necessarily out of the woods. Especially, well, what's ridiculous is Naz has plus 30 and is still on mood break. Just because of all these negatives here. Some of those negatives don't even make sense, like hungry. It's like, dude, then just eat. There's, you know, there's 90 meals in the base. Have one of them. No one's stopping you. But I guess he likes to play the victim, so. I do have another soother if I need it, but I'd rather not burn it for, you know, at this point. I'm not worried about it. The soothers are really, really helpful when you know you're going to be in a very elongated combat situation. Like, let's say a giant mech cluster full of centipedes, and you're like, okay, I need every possible benefit I can afford. Let's hit the soother. But for just prepping for a raid, it's not big of a deal. Let's actually go into the mood drugs here. All right, we do have them taking smoke leaf. I can also take ambrosia every 2 days if mood is below, let's say, 60. I'm going to leave Flake and Yayo alone, though. Part of me wants Naz just to become a Flake addict. Or a Yayo addict. So he's not a pain in my bum. So if I can get Ragnar's mood away from deep trouble, which should be pretty easy just with a little bit of mead and food, we'll go tornado raiding. Clear out that last base. Is it worth giving Naz his own room? No. We don't give people rooms because they want it. We give them because they deserve it. Pretty key difference there. We voted that Freya and Sven get their own rooms because they are the pillars of our community, not because they're cranky. We don't give rooms to people, you know. The squeakiest wheel does not get the oil in our little community here. I wonder why I never smooth that out. There's really no reason not to. It would increase move speed, and it is already filthy. Does he have living relatives? I mean, I'm sure he does, yeah. He's got, a grandaunt. And Scarred. Scarred is one of his living relatives. And then he has a few pages of dead ones. Problem is, every time we're raided, we have to kill more. So he has 7 times 4. Yeah, he basically has an entire joy wire of negative mood. Because of having to kill his relatives. It's not my fault. They came to attack me. So, Ragnar. Your mood is garbage. Let's give you ambrosia, sweet roll, and mead. Edith, let's give you a fine meal, not the simple meal you're about to mow on. Sweet roll and ambrosia. It's 9 in the morning and we're gonna go raid. Yeah, once I kill the last of the tribals, the Abacan Coalition, we shouldn't be getting that many more relatives of Naz. The problem is, Naz has been related to sort of everyone. He's been related to tribals and non-tribals alike, which makes it really, really tricky to avoid his relatives for murdering, because he seems to be related to everybody. Like, I feel like if we popped open a random ancient danger crypto casket, he'd have like a 50-50 chance at just being related to the people that have been like locked up in crypto sleep for like a year or, you know, a decade, because he just is related to everybody. I really don't know what else to say. It's very weird, just the way he is. All right, let's get a few Luciferium, go juice, wake up, meds, and go. This is, of course, the last of the tribals. After this, there will no longer be tribals, which is sort of a big threshold to pass. Now, is this related to Trebo? I think he was, wasn't he? No, maybe he wasn't. He's probably distantly related to Trebo. Trout. But no Trebo. Oh, and the water. That's right. All right. Sven, you are at Psi Focus 67%, so he's going to need to do a little bit of prayer once we get there. I didn't check that first. Now, the tornado generators are very, very hard to aim. So there's no telling that I'll be able to actually knock these guys out with the tornado jennies all that effectively, but we'll try. I do have a ton of Devil Strand. Yeah, I have more Devil Strand than I have sense. I also have a lot of Thrumbo fur. I have more Thrumbo fur than I'm able to use. I have probably about 1,000 right now, because every time I get a random Thrumbo pack rolling in, I clear them out. And my armor's been holding up pretty well, which is why I have... On this map tile, I have 600, just shy of 600. And, oh, speaking of Devil Strand, I think you all just saw that, right? We have 97% grown Devil Strand here. All right. I like how, even though I don't own it, I can harvest it. And then on the other map tile, did you guys butcher the Thrumbos? Yeah, I have another 400 nearly, or 350. Don't round too hard. All right, Naz, you pick up a Luciferium. Actually, you pick up all of it. I think you're the only Lucy user here. There's a nice amount of cover with the chunks and trees here. And then Sven will close the distance and drop a tornado. They're hard to aim. You know, they spawn where you cast them, but then they kind of go wherever they want pretty quickly thereafter. Oh, and they have a wall here from a ruin. Unfortunately, a lot of that Devil Strand is probably going to go kablamo in a second. But that's fine. Oh yeah, that was an effective tornado. Oh boy, that really got the vast majority of them. Rip your tribe. Was any of these guys... Okay, somehow or another, they weren't related to Naz. So, miracles. Pure miracles. Cheddar. Oh, it's like they're chasing LOL over there. LOL, you're gonna die. And it perfectly avoided the Devil Strand, so thank you. Sven. Let's go over here, and if we want to get home quickly, we're just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't really care about the cloth. This entire faction is dead now. I know it didn't seem momentous, but it should be. Poke into all of their facilities. Do I want you? Nope. Nope. Oh, they had a bunch of smoke leaf too. Man, these guys were all about them drugs. Whew. Ooh la la. Sven, you are at 66%. A very evil amount of psi focus. Alright, let's get everyone nice and buried. Getting Sven's psi casting up quick. So he's going to start to pray now, and then we're just going to skip home as fast as I'm able. Also, it wouldn't be a terrible idea for me to bring some of the wood home either, so I'm going to break a bit of it. Oh, Sven, kill that one. Thank you. Is this all plain leather? Yeah, it's all plain leather. Pretty early in the day, so I don't think I need to keep the beds or anything like that. We'll be out of here before that's relevant. Tornado isn't coming back, it's just kicking up a lot of noise. Sven's 1 point away from being able to skip us home. Then the next question is, who to go to war with next, or who should be our next target for raids. So I'm going to skip over Bear Clan, and we have the Civil or Rough Union. So Civil Union, Rough Union. The Civil Union, the Rough Union has 6 bases, the Civil Union has 4. Not that it really makes much of a difference because they all get destroyed in the end. Who mooed at me? Was that a moose? Elk mooing? Okay, sure. Moo to you too. Daniel, thanks for the follow. And, oh, another hydrate. And Beef, thanks for the follow. Cheers. All right, Sven's all set. So I'm going to reform caravan and skip us home so I can get ready for the next raid. Take pemmican, hops, smoke leaf, psychoid, cloth, double strand, plain leather, steel jade, uranium, plasteel. I'm going to take the wooden furniture because we have a lack of trees back at the home tile due to them becoming toxic fallouted. Send and skip. We have arrived. So I'm going to fix my relationship with Bear Clan and Kamanthaba. Well, I'll have you vote on that, actually, to see if I should dev mode it or not. Last time I put up the vote, you said dev mode, but I'll give you the chance to vote yet again. Because they're supposed to be a permanent enemy faction, and I very clearly screwed that up. What stones do I have? I have granite. The bait beacon here got destroyed, I'm assuming. So we'll rebuild that. All right, rough union. Dev mode relationship? Yes, no. So if no, I just leave it, and then if they ever visit, I'll just kill the visitors. If yes, I murder them. Quit having a cow, man. But we are down to 3 factions left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 factions destroyed. 3 factions remain. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Okay. Doesn't look like I'm dev moding relationship this time. That's fine. Suppose I could smooth the surfaces of Freya's bedroom too. That's long overdue. It has not yet been decided whether we betray our allies or not, no. And I'm gonna wait to decide that when we get there. I've sort of decided. New lovers, Sin and Ursa. Oh. Cool, I guess. Yeah. All right. Let's try for a royal bed, I suppose. So for now, I'm just going to give them a double bed spot. It sucks, but they'll be able to sleep together. Sin, Ursa. And there's also the possibility of having them have a separate room because Sin is in some way sort of entitled to it. And I haven't made that yet. Okay, we do have spare prestige armor. Cool. Well, that could be for Sin if... Yeah, Sin's is about to decay. All right, I won't dev mode the relationship. And we are going to go to war with the rough union. So I think what I'll do is attack these in pairs. Because they are 2, 2, and 2. So then, tactics for next raid will be... I spelled that wrong. We have the 4 traditional guns, traditional brawling, artifacts, or sidecasts. And I think the top 2 options, just to mix it up, the top 2 options are going to be what I use. So, you know, if it's guns and brawling, I'll send a gun and brawling raid. If it's artifacts and sidecasters, I'll just send an artifact user and a psycaster or something like that. You know, just to yeah. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is expand this bedroom a little bit up here, and then maybe try to give Sin and Ursa their own bed, their own royal bed. It's been a while since I did an artifact raid. Looks like that's currently a winning choice. That would be interesting. Artifact raid would be sending animal pulsars and having hordes of animals slaughter my enemies. It's pretty amusing. Always a good time. And then psycasts would be berserk pulses or neuroquakes, something along those lines. And brawling and guns are pretty obvious. I'm going to send a care package to my allies because I have a severe lack of space in my stockpiles. So let's send... I'm going to send them a lot. Because I have a lot more than I need. I don't need hops. Either. I don't think the crypto weapons are really ever going to be used again, so I'm going to gift them. Seems weird, I know, but we just... They're interesting weapons, but they're not... We just don't use them very often. Okay. That's a good gift bag. What is in the center block? There's nothing here. It's just overhead mountain that I never bothered to mine out. So to briefly describe this base here. Ooh, I screwed up here, didn't I? I wanted something very easily defendable with a skeleton crew. So I designed a base up here that does... Ooh, this is screwed up too. Dang. The more I look at this, the more I realize I just, like, messed up. I designed a base that would be very, very easy for a skeleton crew to defend because it is surrounded by deep water that's impassable with a lot of really good choke points. So that's what this whole base is about. Just a very easily defendable base, in other words. So it looks like a mix of artifacts and guns. One artifact raid, one gun raid. I'll have to remember that. Maybe you can help me. That's not too hard to remember. And then the next question is, which direction should I raid? North, east, south. We have a pair north, a pair east, and a pair south. So if north, we get Hissair and Demon's Lake. If east, we go for Pirates Bramble and Craterton. If south, we go for Sutton and Thairwood. Hey, compacted machinery, cool. So yeah, this base here needs to be super frozen so that the infestation risk drops, which is why I didn't mine out the middle, so it wouldn't have more volume to make it tougher to... Oh, okay, that's... yeah, that's why it was like that. Let's build a moisture pump there. It was like that because there's water there. I get it. Yeah, the island of the northwest is the last faction, the Bear Clan. And I'm leaving them for last because of the distance that will have to travel. So I haven't forgotten about them, but that's why I only had the civil and rough unions, because then we'll kill Entnot, and Dinted Hat will be the last. Unless if this is the dead last, I will put it up to a vote whether we turn on Aborn's clan, our only ally, before we go to Dinted Hat, which is going to be the singular island that could then signal the quote-unquote win condition, which would be that we've beaten this. Okay, don't meant to break. God, it's always Ragnar lately. Just haul your steel and get out of there. Stop being whiny. All right. So this is going to be a sort of a bedroom for our new couple, if they want it. You can take clans out? Yes. Well, you can in vanilla RimWorld too. You can murder other clans, no problem. And then the last tier will be fine marble. And probably remove floors here. And there we go. Oh, oof. Let me talk to you quick. Oh, I did this again. When did they even arrive? Let me try to cut them off. Edith, go! She doesn't have a jetpack, though. Well, I'll try to catch up. Who's the traitor? Not one of you guys. Oh, the tradesperson just, like, booked it south. I'm never going to be able to catch up. I would have had to pod there. Do I have time to pod? I might. Probably not. If I thought about that first thing, I would, but there's too many doors. I think, yeah, Blue Caribou's gone. Ripperonis. Oh, well. I'll call them in again. Just keep pulling on that rep. Yeah, the soundtrack command I took down because people weren't really using it all that much. So you can see it on YouTube if you're curious, but I removed it just because it was being used like once every few weeks, which wasn't frequent enough to bother. All right, we'll go east. Got it. It's 2 p.m. So it was the traditional guns. Oh, actually, before we do that, let's send this care package away. So I'm going to head out tomorrow morning then, giving us a full day's worth of raiding and murder. Hey, Sticky. Thanks for the resub. I'm going to risk embedding the cables in the wall just so that Freya's bedroom is not so ugly. The risk is, of course, a brawler or some enemy could bash the cables when raiding, but I have redundant cables on either side, so that's a nice addition. This royal bed is all set, so my Arna, you should get constructing on that. This gift bag is ready. They go to Aborn's clan, and then that frees up another pod for us to send attackers. Is there any other games that I suggest you try out? Well, I have a lot of games that I play on my YouTube channel. But it really, I mean, it's hard for me to make personalized suggestions without knowing more. Bit of a cop-out answer, but it really depends on the types of games you enjoy, so. Space Haven's a pretty good one, yeah. I covered Space Haven a bunch of months back on the channel. I could be wrong about this because it's been a while, but I believe I was a Kickstarter backer for Space Haven. Way long ago. A defoliator ship. Boom. Oh, what a weak defoliator ship. Yikes. This is what? 5 pikemen, 5 lancers, no scythers? Wow, pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Yeah, I don't even really want to deal with them. So I'm not. I'll deal with them the easy way. So let's update Stay Fortified Zone, because Stay Fortified won't let our guys in this area. Wow, I haven't even updated Stay Fortified to allow them into the farm. It's been that long. Yeah, Space Haven even recommended me for newbies. Now, of course, the guide that I have there is woefully out of date, as I will openly admit, because I haven't played it in so long. But I did put a Let's Play together of playing, I don't know, the first 10 hours or so. So that's up on the YouTube too. That was pretty cool of them. Yeah, and that was V8 and it's up to like 13. Yeah, it's been a minute. I do get asked the question of like, would I return to a game that I've played previously? And the answer is yes, but it would have to get voted on. Was this Mad Rat gonna wake these guys up? Because that was my plan. My plan was to hit an animal pulsar and have the animals of this map tile kill the mechs for me after I wake up the mechs with a mortar strike or something like that. Okay, we have a good royal bed. I was hoping for better, but whatever. It's fine. I'll tuck a completely unusable dresser behind it. Arn, I'm just gonna keep making you work. Why not wake him up with a sleeping spot? I could. I wanted to kind of mortar them just for the funsies, but I could sleeping spot wake them. Sin and Ursa already went to sleep on their sleeping spot, so I'm just going to call it a day. So maybe I'll do that. I'll just wake them up, brood style. Seems to me like most of the corpses there got... Oh. Manhunter chinchillas. Okay. Sure. Sure. I guess it's time. Good morning. Now, the real question is, will these chinchillas actually traverse towards the mechs? Probably not. Which means I likely have to shell the mechs to get them pissed. But that's fine. What was that? High explosive shell. High explosive shell. I'll do that. I'm actually going to wake up my new couple and have them do it, because they're going to be happier than most, given that they found one another or whatever. Set force target. Hello, chinchilla. You have a bad feeling about this one. What could go wrong? Did I hit? No, come on. I have a bad feeling that Frode's about to lose his mind. Wait, Frode, why are you unrestricted? You're... Oh, because you're a psychopath, but you're not, you don't like corpses. Okay. CR, corpse rot, CC, okay. So only Sven and Crow should see rotted corpses. So I just updated the zone. Have I hit anything yet? Nope. 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 Yes. But it didn't piss them off enough. For ships like this, you need to do damage to the ship itself for there to be some sort of positive benefit of them attacking you or whatever. So these mechs are just going to sit on this ship until the ship is gone. And obviously the borders are not working, so I'm going to have them stop. In the morning, I can hit a pulsar to mess with those mechs even more. That's what I'll be doing. And sending my raiders out to raid. All right, let's get you to stop super hauling now. That's probably enough. I'm not even gonna use this grow zone anymore. We have so much hay, it's ridiculous. I don't really have that much of an interest in actually killing the chinchillas, because most of them will be instantly rotted. So Sin and Ursa. I keep thinking Sin's female because the last Sin was female. Okay. Much better bedroom. Slightly impressive, so that's better than nothing. It is... Are all the animals up here? No, they're still sleeping. They sleep in a little bit. So I'm going to wait another hour or two before hitting the pulsar here. All right, let's check. Yeah, most animals seem awake. So, Ingen, you want to do the honors? Slap the pulsar. Piss off all animals everywhere. And a sizable amount of the animals go storming towards the mech cluster to smash up the pikemen and the lancers. Oh, yeah. Zero effort on my part. Just go deal with it. Does the new couple get a heater? I mean, yeah, they probably should. Oh, they should even get like a roof. Glad I checked that one too. They weren't even roofed off. They have, they can see the sunlight and starlights together. I.e., I done messed up. Over here, let's assign all fine meals, forced fine meals, just to help with the mood a bit. All right, I think the mechs are probably all dead. No, the mechs won. Hey, good for you. If all the animals went to the mechs, they would have lost, but, well, actually, I could do that. Let's mess around. Hey, Modred, you want to do that? Modred's faster than any animal, so I'm going to have all of the manhunter animals chase Modred and lure them to the mechs, getting them all to be the mechs killed. And Modred has a shield belt, a masterwork shield belt, in fact, so he should be totally fine in the, you know, in tanking these mech shots. And one little dandy juke, and we've got all of these manhunters to go smash some more mechs. Basically, you can accuse me of being lazy, and this was the lazy man's way of dealing with this defoliator ship. As essentially, I have to do nothing but walk around a little bit. I'm done. Yep, done. Oh, man. All right, other guys. Frode, you're going to stay here because, well, you cray. And everybody else... Why does it say... Okay, no, everybody else is ready to go. So one of these is going to be an artifact raid, the first one. So we'll send... Shooty McShooters. I'm going to send plenty of meals. I'm going to have to figure out if I need anyone to take more meals. So some meds, Lucy, 400 or maybe 350 sandstone blocks, a pulsar. How many people am I bringing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 beds. And that's it. Right? I got meals, drugs. I could go for a bit more drugs. 10, 20. Where's my mead? 10, 20, and mead. 10, 20, accept. Ta-da! Sven, you have... Sven might need to psi focus gain upon arrival, but we'll figure that out. Okay, wildlife. The chinchilla are still pissed, but I really don't want to have to deal with 46 rotted chinchilla corpses, so I'm just gonna let them storm around a bit. The benefit of me killing those chinchilla is basically essentially 0, so I have no interest. So I'm just gonna let them be angry. Should I have an artist trainer around here? I just realized. Yes, I do. Who's my best artist in this group? Scard. Someone's got to write. Someone's got to make the art. What? I've never seen this before. So this chinchilla somehow lost Manhunter to only then become a Manhunter again because of the Scaria? Okay, whatever. What did Frode dig up? Frode plopped a corpse somewhere. I don't know where. Actually, I really don't know where. This table's empty, this table's empty, this table's empty. This table's empty. And if he was messing with a corpse, he put it back. Oh, yeah, he messed with this corpse. Who was buried there? Maybe one of these guys. Wasn't Lamp. I don't know. Here, let me go orders. Nope, there is a corpse here, because there's one forbidden item somewhere on the map. So, we're going to play Where's Waldo, but it's going to be Where's Dead Guy. Oh, you have Dead Guy. Dem Tacos is chewing up the corpse. Good boy, you fetched the bones. And another mech cluster. Okie dokie. So this mech cluster won't activate unless disturbed. It's about to get disturbed. Because any of these chinchilla wandering into this proximity activator will activate it. Yep. So that's going to happen. All right, fine. Well, if it's going to happen, leaned into it, right? Boop. What kind of assembler is this? Scythers? Yeah, the chinchilla are still here. They're not going to do much against these centipedes, but I'm not worried. We can switch the centipedes, no problem. Tally-ho! Oh, okay. You kind of... Why? You have to hit them. You have... all right, I'll wake them up with the sleeping spots. I really wanted to wake them up, you know, more fun than that, but fine. Go forth, my minions. Minions of nature. Man, that was a miserable attempt to actually hit anything. Let's make incendiary shells do until we have 20. And let's bring them to a temporary stockpile here. Temp shells, low priority. Mortar shells. Bring to temp. And then also let's make 5 EMP shells, same deal. Who smiths here? Modred or Gaia? Okay, so we'll start to make replacement shells. Come on! Chinchilla bite! So you know how I didn't want to deal with, 46 dead chinchilla? I'm going to have to deal with 46 dead chinchilla. This is reading is not ready to launch, probably because it's missing... I actually don't even know. It's ready for launch now, okay. So you guys wanted to go this way. I'm going to drop at edge. We're headed east. What are we actually destroying? We are destroying Craterton. Well, that seems fitting. We're gonna make them live up to their name. That's for dang sure. The angry chinchillas are disturbing. Yeah. It's like if Squirrel Girl was a raid event. Alright, Doodlebugs. Doodlebug is actually one of my nicknames for Yoda. Alright, this is the Lazy Man's design. It would be better if I made it a more square to get more bang for my buck out of the space. You know, square, of course, is the most efficient area for volume. It's there, square. All right, there's a relationship here, Naz and Arna. Arna's actually becoming not quite rivaling Naz, but if you look at her social, she has about a page of dead kin. So she's definitely in the region of has many, 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 many relatives, but not like Naz. Naz has 5 times the amount. Okay, it would be good if, like, y'all worked or something. Jesus. I get that Sven is praying. That checks out. But the rest of you? Come on now. Because, you know, there will be an attack from... I think just like a regular old shootout fight, we could take these guys on. But I'm supposed to be doing this artifact style. 'Twas assigned. I also need to pay attention to, up here. This centipede has gotten chomped a bunch, but, like, not for sizable damage. Okay, everything's hauled. Now, the zone, the allowable zone, is going to shrink. Ragnar, not allowed. Don't be like that. Don't be outside. How have they not attacked me yet? So the other issue is I didn't time this very well, and it's kind of like nighttime. Are the animals sleeping yet? No, they're actually not sleeping. So, who constructs best? Edith? Edith, I want you making the front. You're already making the front door. Okay, come on. I want to hit this before they all go to sleep. So I'm going to activate it now. Because I'm going to get that front door done. Done. Remove the front door from the allowable zone. And a chinchilla reman hunters. Okay. So I think I timed it well enough that, where is the bulk of the creatures? Yeah, they're manhuntered. If we take the look at the wildlife tab, all wildlife was still awake. So good luck. Particularly good luck to Gustafsson and Ren, who are related. All right, how many wild animals are still here? Non-zero. So we're gonna still wait for the wild animals to finish up. Where did that Dem Tacos? Where did you bring that bony boy? There he is. Rigo, I think it was. So we're gonna have to rebury Rigo. Who doesn't mind seeing bodies? All of you mind. All right, well, Freya, you're the happiest, so unrestrict. And bury Trudy. You've been watching The Blades of Ragnarok, which originally aired live on Twitch. If you would like to know my Twitch stream schedule or countdown timers for upcoming streams, Rhadamant.com has the information for you. If you have any feedback for me about this series, let me know in the comments below. Thank you so very much for watching. I'll catch you next episode, or perhaps an upcoming stream. Farewell, Vikings.